watching Great Day Colorado. I'm Chris Tomer.
And I'm Spencer Thomas. All right, we have a very special person in studio today.
We do. Our next guest is making it his mission to prepare America's future leaders for lives full of financial integrity, stability, and success by giving away books and stocks.
Yeah, we're actually talking about the Global Children Financial Literacy Foundation. Here to explain more in this sponsored segment is the one and only Prince Dykes. He's the president of the foundation and the best dressed in studio always. Without a doubt, the best dressed.
Thank you. You know, I got to spice it up a little bit.
Spice is the word of the morning.
Put a little spice on it.
I like it. So for Global Children Financial Literacy Foundation, for folks out there who don't know too much about it, let us in on what it is.
Yes, it's a foundation that was founded in 2017 by myself, my co-founder, Chad Davis. You know, it was just our initiative. We just saw a need for financial literacy. It started right after I had wrote a book already, Wesley Learns to Invest. And I said, hey, you know what? How can we turn kids into first-time shareholders of stock, educate people, and also start them at an earlier age and a younger age? So we started in 2017. That's where we came from. So we give books and stocks to kids around the nation.
I love it.
Prince, I'm telling you, I follow. You're in my feed. You're always somewhere. You get around. You're shaking hands with the president. You're talking to Warren Buffett. You're up there with the Broncos. I mean, you're all over the place. And you're an Investopedia Top 100 Financial Advisor for 2023. Tell us about that.
Oh yeah, Investopedia. Thanks to Investopedia, they selected me. They made me part of the 2023 top financial advisors for 2023. Just for the initiative to doing the podcast, doing things like the book club, and I'm a local registered investment advisor here too, registered in Colorado. So it's my thing that I love to do. People have been watching me do it for a while now, and since retiring from the Navy, this is my thing now. So
after 20 years, right?
20 years.
20 years in the
Navy. Right
Navy.
out of high school.
June 30th is when you graduated. So congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You know, we keep talking about Wesley Reads. Wesley Learns to Invest. You have all of these books. You actually gave one to Chris and I read it, and it helped me as a grown adult.
I did too.
So I can't even imagine what it does for kids out there. I wish I had something like this. Tell us just a little bit more about it.
Oh, so right now I'm working on book 4, Wesley Learns about real estate, but in 2015, wrote the first book. My son's name is Wesley. He just turned 12. At that time, he was about 3 or 4 years old, and I decided, hey, I want to, once I got my MBA, while I was in the military, I got my MBA, and I said, hey, you know what? Why didn't I know this as a child? So the whole concept is teaching kids these topics at the youngest age possible, and we started with investing, credit, insurance. We know every kindergartner that's in kindergarten now and that are going to go to kindergarten next year, they will need to know about investing, credit, insurance, real estate. Why aren't we talking about it now? Why aren't we doing something about it? And that's what this book series does.
And you're doing something about it.
Oh, yes.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
Well, Prince, thank you so much for coming in studio. We love having you in.
Oh, yeah.
It's always fun to see what he's going to wear next. Maybe green next time, maybe orange. Who knows?
Oh, and then next Wednesday, we're going to be at the Broncos Boys and Girls Club giving away some stocks there, too. Stocks and books, 180 books and $1,300 worth of stocks, graduating 50 kids. So
there you go. And I think we have more information about that right now. We appreciate you, Prince.
Thank you.
All right, the Wesley Learns graduation is next Wednesday, as mentioned, July 26th at 1 p.m. at the Broncos Boys and Girls Club. Again, they're awarding 50 graduating students with $1,300 in stocks and 180 books. The event is free to attend and open to the public. To learn more, just visit their website, GCFLF.org. Thanks again to the Global Children's Financial Literacy Foundation for sponsoring this segment. We'll be right back.
Maddox and Teresa Cragen here. And on behalf of the Williams Marshall Cares Leadership Program
and the Global Children Financial Literacy Foundation,
we want to present Maddox with a very special gift. It's Apple stock.
And also we're going to present her with the Wesley Learns book series. Wesley Learns about insurance, featuring NFL Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, Wesley Learns to Invest, and Wesley Learns to Credit. All of your books are hers as well, to pass on financial literacy and also a share of Apple as well. You got anything you want to say, Mom?
Thank you so much for offering my daughter the stock. I, as a single mom, do teach her about spending money, saving money, and investing. So I thank you for helping me help her for her future.
All right.
Absolutely.
Hi, my name is Caleb Leah, and I can cannot think of a better place to do my review on Wesley Learns to Invest by Prince Dykes than right here at the NASDAQ. This book is very colorful and very well illustrated. Isn't this picture glorious? It was cool to see black families working together to learn how to invest, and also I learned that investing is very, very important. I only wish that Wesley's mom had helped Wesley learn about investing and not just Wesley and his dad. I learned some new words like dividends and custodial accounts. It was cool how Wesley's dad matched Wesley dollar by dollar. I learned there are different ways to learn how to invest. Like if you go to the mall, you can write down the name of the stores that are packed with customers, or you could look at the toys or products we use every day. I think all kids should get this book so that they can learn how to invest. I just had a birthday recently, and I'm going to use some of my money to make my very own custodial account. I have to go now. I have some research to do. I hope this video helped, and good luck.
Prince Dykes is an amazing author and a fine young man. What was so amazing about Prince, when he first came to the club, he showed me one of his books. And what I did was, from across the room, about 50 feet away, I said, hey, you want to read, look at one of these books, you want to read it? And you know what the young person said? Hey, I look like that person. He's one of the few folks that knows all about financial literacy, is passionate about it. He has a blog and a program about it, has all this training, all these connections, and he shares it with our kids that look a lot like him. And that is crucial because that's not the world a lot of our kids see. And he exposes them to insurance and budgeting and how to invest your money. Basically teaches our kids to let their money do their working for them. And he's even bought some of our kids stock in Nike, Coca-Cola. It was so funny having a little 8-year-old tell her mom, yeah, I'm an owner from Coca-Cola. I'm gonna be your boss, Mom. How can you beat that?
Wesley Learns book series, teaching kids about financial literacy, essential topics, investing, credit, and insurance. Log on today and make a contribution. Every dollar you donate will be matched up to 10 grand that we're going to buy kids books and give them to every kid in the world.
What's one of the books?
Wesley Learns to Invest.
Okay. What's another book, Amber?
Wesley Learns Credit.
Okay. What's another book? Invest, credit. There's one more. Insurance. Good job.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Good, good. Did y'all learn anything? Yeah. Are y'all sure y'all learned something? Yeah. I wanted to give you kids, give y'all something that I wish I had as a child. Every adult in here wish they had someone to teach them about investing, credit, and insurance. 3 people are going to get about $400 worth of the S&P 500 index fund. So if something is an asset to you, your house, your car, in the book you saw Wesley purchase the lawnmower and he put protection on it because that's the way he made money. So anything that you want to protect, you put insurance on it. But let me hear you say protect your assets.
Protect your assets.
You know, the Wesley Learns stocks gave away like $1,300 worth of stocks to the kids today, so shout out to Prince Dykes.
this guy right here. See? Insurance. What is insurance? Why do we need insurance? Why is that important? But if you damage your truck, then insurance will help you get a new truck. And you don't have to come out of pocket to pay for that new truck, right? So it's very important. And insurance helps you to protect what you already have. So if you're paying for something that you already have and you want to replace it, then you can't use that money for other things. So credit. What is credit? Who can answer this question? We're going back a little bit.
Credit is like say like if you need money, like you can go to Chase and you use your credit card to get money to pay for your like home loan, like pay for your car.
Go to Belco, get credit.
Like Belco, like you would like pay your Belco card to them so you can get some money for your like house.
How about investing? What does investing mean or to invest? What's our 3 principles this morning? Credit, what else? Insurance, what's left? Invest, all right.
Kind of didn't remember about, so I learned something new about credit and insurance.
I learned about why it's important to follow your dreams and like why credit and all that stuff is important. So yeah.
I learned why you need to pay attention to credit and stuff.
And then just finances in general.
Thank you, Belco, for everything.
You know, we had thought about doing this event a long time ago, and the purpose of it is to raise awareness. You know, financial literacy is something that we don't talk about a whole lot, and by the time you find out that you made mistakes in life, I've been there. You know, I've been in the National Football League, getting paid and still struggling with my finances and not understanding, you know, credit and how that can impact your ability to borrow money and use it for leverage. So the earlier you can start kids with understanding what they need to do, responsibilities, and to put it in a book. And I know when Prince approached me about doing this, it was about, you know, Wesley, and I said, you got to put me in the book.
America is one of the wealthiest countries in the world, but less than 38% of adults have $1,000 in their savings account, according to the PwC. Many people grew up like myself, with a lack of little to no financial literacy. We were taught so many things in school, but that soft skill of investing, credit, and insurance. People ask you, what are you going to do now? Now that we know this is a problem, what are we going to do about it? Well, my name is Prince Dykes. I'm the president of the Global Children Financial Literacy Foundation and the author of the Wesley Learns book series, and an active duty service member as well.
We just really appreciate Prince coming into our Boys and Girls Club and bringing a book about financial literacy for the kids. It's a really good book, and it's going to help the kids learn about finances and savings, and you know how to make smart choices with their money. Prince is a great mentor. He has some definitely great ideas, and you know he gives a lot of good information to the kids, and it's going to help them just grow in the financial world as they get older.
Myself, I came from Waynesboro, Georgia, a small town with great parents and 3 older brothers. My parents were school teachers themselves, and I would always ask my Dad, why didn't you invest for us? We had the Apple computer. We ate the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which was my favorite cereal. We also wore Nikes, and my dad gave me the simple reply, Prince, I didn't know. So my motto is, what if my dad had known? What if he had known to invest for myself and my brothers when we were children?
I've been knowing Prince for a couple of years now, man, and this right here, what he's doing with the kids and financial literacy is impressing. I never met an individual that was so dedicated and so wise and just so passionate about what he wants to do to help with the kids. We never had this when we was young, back in our high school days. Me and him, we can tell you that right now, we weren't taught like how to do insurance and how to invest and stuff like that. So right now, he has that opportunity to give his kids this knowledge with these books, these series of Wesley Learns Credit, Wesley Learns Insurance. and Wesley Learns How to Invest.
I started with using my own son. My now 11-year-old son, at that time he was 4 years old, used to bring books home all the time. They were about great things. You know, the dog jumped over the cat and cat jumped over the dog. But I thought about it. I said, son, in about 16 years, you're going to need to know about investing, credit, insurance, real estate, taxes. Why isn't this being taught? So that's where the name of the book came from, Wesley, with Wesley Learns. So I wanted Wesley to learn about investing. I wanted him to learn about credit. I wanted him to learn about insurance. These are the important topics that I wanted him to learn about himself.
So I think it's really important to have some kind of literature to actually learn instead of fumbling through. I feel like most adults, you're still even figuring out how to get through taxes and all of the important things, insurance, as this lovely book here states. And so just having that resource is extremely important.
There's so many people like myself who just clearly don't know or wasn't exposed to this type of material. So what I aim to do with the Wesley Learns book series is to educate children and adults on the world of investing, credit, and insurance. It may not make you the best in the world, but I want to give the introduction. So what we're doing here, we're launching a book drive to get these books into the hands of kids across the globe. Also along our path, what made me start all of this was writing this first book in my basement. All the books were self-published. The first book was about investing. The second book was about credit, which I partnered with Famous Amos, the cookie legend. And the third book, which I partnered here at the Broncos Boys and Girls Club with NFL Hall of Famer and Broncos legend Terrell Davis, hosted by Broncos legend Rod Smith. I've received so much support in Denver. Denver is my new home. From people from everybody, from politicians, local business owners, people right here in the club who supported my efforts. We've gone out to schools. We've spoken at board of education meetings, and all to push our ultimate goal. Now my goal is to go from thousands, impacting thousands of kids, to impacting millions of kids around the globe. So we're being matched $10,000, what we're being matched by. Every dollar we've raised, we're going to be matched by $10,000. And with that $10,000, we're going to buy books for kids across the globe. One engine that could is one engine that would. I probably got that all mixed up, but you guys and girls get the notion. My thing is, before I leave this earth, I want to impact as many kids as possible, millions across the globe. Please help me and join me by contributing to the Wesley Learns book drive by making a donation to the link below.
The new GS4 has just been released and customers are going crazy. Wesley is amazed by the news, and Wesley would like to have a GS4 also.
Wow, I must have it! I'll have to check my savings to see if I have enough.
Wesley rushed into his room and opened his piggy bank to count it. He does not have enough to buy the GS4.
Aw man, I guess I'll have to work harder to save up enough for the GS4.
Wesley picks up more jobs on the weekend. Wesley runs to his room and counts his money. Wesley looks disheveled as he still cannot afford the GS4.
Man, I still don't have enough to buy the GS4.
Wesley gets an idea.
My birthday is next month, and I can ask my mom and dad to give me the GS4 as my birthday present.
Wesley falls asleep with a grin on his face. At the mall with his father and mother, Wesley's large eyes widely gander at the GS4 and instantly cry out to his father.
Mom, Dad, I want the GS4. Will you get it for my birthday?
Wesley's father and mother look at each other and smile. Wesley, you've already saved so much from working. Why don't you use your savings to buy the GS4?
I worked hard and I still haven't saved enough.
I'm very proud of you. You've worked very hard and saved. But you need to know that there is more that we can do with money than just spending and saving. Wesley looked up at his dad confused. His father asked Wesley, "What do you do with your money?"
I saved most of it, and I spent a little of it on candy.
That's really good, son, and I'm proud of you for working so hard. But you also need to make your money work hard for you by investing.
Investing? What's that?
I'll teach you all about investing when we get home. Besides, there's some ice cream in the freezer with our names on it. Wesley and his parents all smile and hold hands as they are seen leaving. In the last episode, Wesley wished to own the prized GS4. Unfortunately, Wesley didn't have enough to purchase it. Wesley's father is about to open his eyes to the world of investing. That in fact, Wesley too can start investing from scratch. Wesley, let me show you something. Working hard and saving your money is great, but you have to learn how to make your money work for you.
How can I do that?
Well, one way is to invest into the things you buy. The GS4 you want, for example. You can invest your money into the company that makes it by purchasing stock in that company.
Okay, but how does that make me money?
When you purchase a stock, you are investing into a company. The company will use your money to create more products. In your case, it would be making more GS4s. The more GS4s that are sold, the more the company makes. The more money the company makes, the more money the stock will be worth.
Oh wow! So I can invest money into the company that makes the GS4 and make money if the company sells a lot.
Yes, you can make money. Heck, it's better than buying the GS4 because that's a guaranteed loss.
Guaranteed loss? How?
Today, the GS4 costs $400. Next year, it will be $300 and $200 the year after that. This will happen because the GS5, GS6, and GS7 will be released in the following years. People will want the new systems and lose interest in the GS4.
Oh, okay. It's a loss because it will lose value over time.
Correct. But a stock can actually make money over time.
I'm going to be rich. But how do I get the money?
Take half of what you save and set it aside until you have enough to invest.
Okay, but why not invest all of it?
Well, what would happen if you need to buy something? You might need the money right away and then can't get to it.
Okay, so who makes my favorite cereal Crunch Stars? My shoes, my clothes, and your car, Dad?
Calm down, Wesley. How about you do the research and tell me?
Dad, I saved $400 and I want to invest $200.
Wow, Wesley, that's great, son. I'm proud of you. I'm going to match your $200 to make $400 and we'll invest together.
Okay, I even know which companies I want to invest in.
How do you know that?
I researched all my favorite brands and I noticed which stores were always packed at the mall.
Wesley, that's awesome. Let's start investing.
Yeah.
Wesley, where are you? In the last episode, Wesley learned what investing was, ways to save money to invest, and stocks to pick. Unfortunately, Wesley didn't know how to get started. Little did he know that his father would join him, and they both would enter the world of investing together from scratch.
Wesley,
I'm setting up a custodial account for us.
Okay, what is that?
Well, this allows me to open an account for you, but I would be in charge of it. Let's pick your top 4 favorite companies to invest in. Which ones do you want to pick?
Let's see. I want Tigroni because they make the GS4 game. Flight, because they're my favorite shoe brand. Pearl because I like their computers, and BAMS because I like their clothes. What do you think, Dad?
Okay, Wesley, that's very interesting. Let's start with those companies and see how it goes. This is your account, and we can add a little more every month.
We have to buy more and more stock every month.
Not really, but you have 3 places you need to place your money: spending, savings, and investing. You don't have to buy more every month, but you should be putting money aside every month to invest.
Oh, okay.
Wesley, come downstairs.
Coming, Mom.
Wesley, I'm so proud of how you learned and started investing. We decided to get you something. Ta-da!
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Wesley, one of the biggest things to keep in mind is we didn't mind buying you the GSC now because we are part owners of your company. Here, this is for you.
What is this?
It's a dividend check.
Dividend check? What is that?
Remember those companies we started investing? Well, when those companies make money, they pay some of the profits to shareholders like you.
Wow! Dad, this is awesome!
Yes, son, but not all companies pay dividends. I'm so proud of you, because I didn't learn this stuff until I was a young man. But you are only 5 years old, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you for having us
No problem.
on again.
Yeah.
Definitely glad to be here. Back home, just got in here last night, a couple hours ago from Denver, Colorado. That's where I live, but this is my hometown, Burke County.
Sounds good to me. So let's talk about your foundation for a second. Global Children Financial Literacy Foundation.
Yes, sir.
And if I have it right, the kids are asked to read 3 books and then they'll be able to get the stocks.
So we have the kids, we launched in Boys and Girls Club. We have the kids read a book, each one of the books that you see here, about investing, credit, insurance. Then they have to take a 5-question quiz, right? They have a 5-question quiz they take there. And then we would like to award all the kids stocks because we want to give the kids something that's tangible, attached to financial literacy. So here on Monday, we're going to be awarding $1,000 worth of stock due to the book drive.
And Grace, how is SRP a part of this?
Well, SRP is, the Wesley Learns program really fully aligns with SRP's desire to have financial literacy in the community. We do that a lot as it is now, and this is another program that we're really glad to partner with Prince on to teach the children about investing, insurance, savings, sharing, all of the things that we would want the children to start learning at a young age to have a good financial literacy footing and background.
And once you guys have the kids go through this program, do you see a light bulb moment where the kids say, "Hi, I got this, it's great"?
Sometimes it could be a hit or miss.
Okay.
Some kids, they walk in, they're excited from day one, right? But some kids, they don't know what you're talking about. They don't know what you're doing. But it's the concept I tell people: do something that you wish someone had done for you as a kid. When I didn't even know better for myself, I wish somebody would have came into my school or to me and built me a custodian account. I think we would all agree here on the couch, and do something for kids that they don't even know that's being good for them. But it's a part of our initiative to be national, where we want kids, when they walk into kindergarten, to have an investment account. Because so many times we wait until you turn 18. When you turn 18, everybody gives you grants and scholarships and student loans and all those things like that. My thing is, how about we redirect some of that funding to give it to kindergartners, attach that with financial literacy, and over the next 12 years, kids can have something that's tangible with them, that they can go off into the real world school and things like that. So
You pretty much touched on this, but the reason why you're so passionate about this is because you didn't have this growing up. Is that the reason?
Well, first of all, I had great parents. They were local educators, but my parents taught me to save. They said, "Hey, Prince, get out there, save, get you a good job, and retire one day." And everything.
You're doing that now?
Yeah, I did exactly what they told me to do. Retiring from the Navy here, 20 years. But I did exactly that. But once I got into the military, I started to learn that it was more to do, because while I was there, I took advantage of the programs and went all the way to earn my MBA. And some of the things I learned about the different things I could be investing in and how real estate really works and things like that, I said, wow, it's more to it. Why didn't I know this? Why anybody didn't tell me this? To ways I could have been building my credit as a child, ways I could have been investing as a child, ways I could have been doing this. So, we learned a bunch of, I learned about all the geometry and algebra 2, stuff like that or whatever.
Things I don't need.
Things I don't need.
And the chemistry class, the biology class.
And this thing I tell people, like, imagine if you met someone, let's say if they were from, let's say Cuba, for example, and Cuba is known for tobacco, right? And they knew nothing about tobacco. You would say, wow, you're a Cuban, you don't know anything about tobacco or cigars or whatever. But here in America, we're known for capitalism, right? We're known for, business, making money or whatever. But you can go through our education system and not know anything about it. So being here, our kids should know this. We know no matter what career path they go into, whether it be like you, Sean, be a news anchor, they become an athlete, they become a banker, credit unions, things like that, they will need credit union. Yep, make sure you get that right? But they will need financial literacy somewhere down that line. So why is it that nobody's talking about this? And number 2, why isn't anybody making it tangible? That's the thing about it. You can teach, but sometimes some kids, some parents, some households have so much going on every day that they don't really have time to, they don't really have the time or the resources to pay attention to, things that are going on around them, to invest. Yeah. They're like, hey, here we are, we got high inflation, unemployment, layoffs. People kind of forget about those things. So we try to focus that as kids to say, hey, focus that into kids to say, hey, you will need this information. We don't want this to continue to pass down. Our first financial lessons come from our parents. Let's say if you're not blessed enough to have parents who are not that financially literate, how do you break that generational passing down of illiteracy? So that's our thing, is to go in, teach people, and to push it around the country, the nation.
And your thoughts on this, Greg?
What I love most about the Wesley Learns book series is that they're so relatable from a child's standpoint. You're actually learning about these different types of financial literacy initiatives through the eyes of a child and how they might speak, and and then the adult that converses back. It's just very relatable. So, and again, it just speaks volumes to what we do at SRP too, from a financial literacy perspective. So we're really glad to partner with Prince and be a part of this project.
I like it. So Prince, we were together back in 2019.
Yes, sir.
I followed you on social media. You're doing everything. So to kind of catch us up, since you've been out and about.
Well, 2019, we had everything. We had all the momentum. We was ready to go, right? But 2020, something happened that nobody saw coming.
Right.
Called, the pandemic hit us. Nobody saw a pandemic coming. So that put a damper in a lot of the things that we wanted to do with moving forward. But I will say this, SRP was the first credit union to reach out and to say, hey, We love what you're doing. We want to get behind you, things like that. So definitely a big shout out to SRP for stepping in here locally and to say, hey, we want to get behind financial literacy. But yes, so what we did was that kind of slowed us down with being physical, but we partnered with Boys and Girls Club in DC and in Denver, and we went virtual, where we took everything virtual with kids, where they did everything online, and was still able to award stocks to kids. So we awarded Apple, Coca-Cola, Nike, but now we have since gotten away from individual stocks, and now we award index funds, S&P 500 index funds. So the reason is I don't want to be the person that is purchasing or investing into Blockbuster for kids, right? We don't know what Nike is good today. We know what Amazon is today, but we don't want somebody to come out there and say, hey, you got to be the best stock picker. The concept is the parents have to go out and create a custodian account, and they're getting something that's tangible to them, and they're getting the top 500 companies in America. And my greatest idol in the investing world, Mr. Warren Buffett says, never bet against America. So, we're going to bet with America, with the kids, by giving them index funds.
Nice. Anything else you guys would like to add?
No, from my perspective, anybody out there, we're looking to expand it more, into more the Augusta region. I'm here home, going to be at Burke County Middle School Monday with SRP Credit Union, giving out books and things like that, and stocks to kids too. But we want to, anybody that wants to partner with us or help us to show a better way of doing things, we're always open to get more into schools, into the Augusta region, to the southern region, things like that. Going to be here in DC in a couple weeks too, and back in Denver, Colorado as well. So we want to take it national. Our ultimate goal is for kids to have investment accounts when they walk into kindergarten that they could use when they turn, and partner with financial literacy there. So we're working towards that goal. So yes.
And give us your website and Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff.
Oh yes, easy to follow. We're the Global Children Financial Literacy Foundation. That's GCFLF. That's just the acronym for Global Children Financial Literacy.org. You can follow us on LinkedIn. We have our Facebook page. If you want to reach out to me, my name is Prince. So that's Prince, PRINCE, at childrensfinancialliteracy.org. Or you can follow me on Instagram, reach out to me on Instagram. I know there's a lot of crazy stuff that be going on Instagram and Facebook.
Really?
Yeah,
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, so we're there. I'm on YouTube. Of course, our podcast. I have the Financial Literacy Podcast, the Investor Show. You can find us on any platform. We are very, very easy to reach out to.
Okay.
We correspond with people, and myself and my great team that I have. Definitely got to give a shout out to my team.
Okay.
Chadrick Davis and Jennifer Rowan. They'll probably watch this and say, why you didn't give us? But they're the ones that make me look good. Also, Miss Harmon down there too in Burke County. So thank them for helping me get this all together. They made me look like a superstar when I come home. Like I got everything lined up. No, I'm not a superstar.
Yeah, you're a superstar. You do it all on social media.
All
so
on
yeah,
social.
You're a superstar.
So, but I had great people that supported me. Okay. SRP Credit Union, Maurer Investments, Mr. Sam Austin from NEPC, Partners Group. All these are people that how we raised that $40,000 to give to books to kids, give stocks to kids. So definitely, and also Executive Literacy Council out of DC. I don't want them to say, hey, you know what, we helped you out too. So everybody,
so you sure you got everybody?
I want to make sure I got everybody, and being here locally, SRP Credit Union, thank them for, they're the ones that purchased 170 books to go to kids. So all these kids on Monday, they're going to get books and things like that, and stocks. When you wish somebody gave that to you, Sean?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's exactly right. Yeah. So that's what we're doing what we wish somebody had done for us. So
I like it.
I want to make sure Grace got to put in there,
yeah.
Grace.
Yes, and thank you, Prince, for the opportunity. We're looking forward to not only Monday, but the future and the next initiative and how we can partner with you going forward.